The Rice Owls look to end the nation's longest winning streak as the Ragin Cajuns of Louisiana come to Houston winners of 15 straight. And welcome to historic Rice Stadium alongside Chris Mycoskie. I'm David Saltzman. Owls coming off their biggest win in 14 years. If you look at margin of victory, a 52-10 win over McNeese. Just how much of a litmus test is this tonight for Rice?
Well, this is the first time they're playing a true peer. They went up to the Power 5 to take on USC to begin the season, and then last week it was McNeese, an FCS program, now playing another squad from the group of 5. And you mentioned the winning streak. The Ragin Cajuns are one of the best with that designation.
Huge reason why the Cajuns knocked off Eastern Michigan last week to win their 15th straight. Defense allowing just 145 yards the last 3 quarters, and Cam Pedesclo, one of their leaders.
And what a great story he is. Came to Lafayette as a walk-on. Didn't know who he was originally when he got to campus there in Acadiana. Now he is the team leader in tackles through the first 2 games of the year, 13 of them, and he's a Houston area product.
And for Rice, questions at the quarterback position last week. TJ McMahon getting his first career FBS start. Just how impressive was he?
Tremendous. 274 yards, 4 touchdowns. First time a Rice quarterback making his first career start at a 4-year institution. Had 4 TDs since 1950 in the first game played in this stadium.
Bradley Rosner, a key cog in TJ McMahon's night 1 week ago in the 52-10 win with a couple of touchdowns, his first TDs since 2019. But as you said, Chris, a definite step up in competition tonight for the Owls and the Ragin Cajuns from Louisiana. They haven't lost since their season opener last year. Again, 15 straight wins, including 2-0 this year, but this is their first game away from Lafayette in 2022.
And the Sun Belt Conference is getting plenty of love so far this season, deservedly so, and the Ragin Cajuns are the defending champions of that league.
Yeah, you might have seen a Hail Mary for Appalachian State
gosh.
earlier today, somehow knocking off Troy 1 week after going to College Station and defeating Texas A&M. It has been quite a season so far in the early going in the Sun Belt Conference. Tim Horn to kick it away for the Owls. They won the toss but deferred the option to the second half. Chris Smith, Cajun starting running back, is deep back for Louisiana. This ball will sail over his head and it will be a touchback. Chandler Fields will start at quarterback for the Ragin Cajuns. Now, we will see Ben Wooldridge later on, but head coach Michael Desormeaux was clear to us saying this is not a 1A, 1B situation. Chandler Fields is our starter, the 4th-year sophomore from Metairie, Louisiana. 23 of 40 passing this season, but with 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Why there's been questions at the quarterback spot is because Ben Wooldridge in the win over Eastern Michigan last week went 12 for 13 as the Cajuns rallied from 14 points down. Handoff, and this is Chris Smith. And a hole to the left side, gets past the 30.
Now, both Wooldridge and Field certainly have the talent to lead the Ragin Cajuns to really good things. So Coach Desormeaux said there's no reason we should stop that. We should allow both of them to contribute.
One reason why you win 15 straight, you don't turn the ball over. That's amazing. No turnovers the last 7 games, plus 20 turnover ratio. 2nd and 4. Fields pressured, rolls out. Josh Piercy chasing him. A flag down. Pass through the hands incomplete of Peter LeBlanc.
And just to follow up on that, the Ragin Cajuns really good about keeping the ball. Last week, Rice was really good about taking the ball away. They forced 5 turnovers against the McNeese Cowboys.
Holding,
2 of them
number
interceptions,
65,
3 of those fumbles.
Offense, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Carlos Rubio, the right tackle, junior from Alexandria, Louisiana, call for the penalty. Mike Bloomgren will take it, and it's still 2nd down.
So a really good test for this Ragin Cajun offense against an Owls defense that clearly knows how to disrupt.
The pressure on the quarterback was a key in that win last week, no doubt. The 52-10 win, largest margin of victory for the Owls since 2008 when they won the Texas Bowl. 2nd and 14, ball now at the 16 for the Cajuns. Fields fires, catch made, and a quick tackle. Michael Jefferson made the grab, junior from Lafayette, Louisiana. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6 coming up. Sean Fresh was the one in coverage.
You know, Sean Fresh doing a really nice job immediately bringing Jefferson down. That's a big key for Rice today. Don't let Jefferson get past that last line of defense.
McNeese last week in the loss here to Rice, just 1 of 10 on thirds. Cajuns here, just about an hour plus east of Lake Charles where McNeese is located, faces 3rd and 6. Blitz. Fields throws. LeBlanc bobbled it, and is that an incompletion? It is. Sean Fresh on coverage might have poked it away, and it's 4th down.
Fresh has done a really nice job, again, and it's that disruption for Rice. He had a fumble recovery last week. This week, right on the potential pass catcher.
And Fresh wanted 2 men back for Rice to receive this Reese Burns punt. His 5th season as the starting punter in Lafayette. One of the best in the nation, coming in averaging under 46 yards a punt. This is a good one, sending Fresh to the sideline from the 25. Slips free, reverses field, gets blockers in front of him. Fresh brought down past the Louisiana 40.
Big return for the Owls inside Louisiana territory.
A really nice wall formed by the Rice special teams. You see it come across the right-hand side of your screen, going up top, trying to find room, and Fresh gets it. You see the convoy out in front, push the punter away, and give an extra 15 yards.
Tyrone Lewis Jr. finally made the stop. And so the Owls, again, coming off their largest margin of victory since 2008, the most points scored in almost 6 full calendar years. That 52-10 win over McNeese. TJ McMahon and company have great field position from the Cajun 35. McMahon 20 of 25 passing in his first FBS start last week with 4 touchdowns. Handoff, Ari Broussard. Moves the pile forward. And a good effort to the outside, and they'll give him the 32. So a gain of 3 for the sophomore from New Orleans, one of 3 Rice players from the state of Louisiana.
And you talk about that margin last week, 52-10, just huge. And it's against an FCS opponent, so what do you really draw from that? Well, Coach Mike Bloomgren said that it really feels good, and it's a mental health thing. Really improves your mental health when you win a game like that. And you look across the country, there were a lot of FCS teams beating FBS squads last week.
2nd and 7. Dean Connors in a tailback. McMahon, pressure, throws, and almost intercepted. It was through the hands of Connors. And then Caleb Anderson was the man closest there. Marcus Weiser was the man providing pressure for Louisiana.
Yeah, the Ragin' Cajuns defense starting to lock down here, forcing Rice into a 3rd and long situation. This is a tough place on the field, really no man's land. Rice doesn't have enough leg to certainly try and attempt a field goal here, so going to have to make their way down towards that marker to have any kind of opportunity for points.
Yeah, Christian Van Sickle's long is 41. Bit of a wind at the back of Rice, however, but they love the first down here. 3rd and 7. McMahon lobs a pass, catch made, 1st down, but a flag is down. It is Bowden Gruen, the true freshman, tied in with the catch just shy of the 20, but this may be coming back. Conference USA officiating crew, Scott Harden is our referee.
Illegal shift, offense, 2 men in motion prior to the snap, and both did not get set. 3rd down. It's a 5-yard penalty.
So it gets pushed back even further, and you can see right there again, not set there as far as Luke McCaffrey was concerned, one of the offenders in that situation.
Now 3rd and 12 from the 37. Plenty of red on the far side from us, visitor side of Rice Stadium, and a chant of defense.
No shock there. The Ragin' Cajuns fans travel well.
They just bring 3. McMahon fires up the middle, incomplete. In fact, almost intercepted. Pedesclo was the man closest there for the Cajuns, as it was McCaffrey, the intended receiver. So you mentioned this is kind of in that no man's land territory. It's 4th and 12 from the 37, and looks like Mike Bloomgren will bring out the punting unit. He will. Connor Hunt is coming out, the sophomore from Hawaii. And there's the sea of red making the drive west on Interstate 10.
My biggest regret today, David, we had to be up here to do our pre-show meetings and speak with our sports information directors. I did not have a chance to visit a Ragin Cajun tailgate party.
I tweeted I wanted someone to bring out some jambalaya, but no dice. Eric Guerrer is back for the Cajuns. We'll let this go, and it's kept in. Down by the Owls. Oh, but it is a touchback. Had to wait for the call from the crew on the field.
Media.
As you'll take a look at it again, the ball does go into the end zone. Rice had a shot in Cajun territory, but it remains scoreless in Houston.